Maybe I should make a hairstyles video because this is not it. Hey guys, today's video is going to be my 10-minute morning makeup routine for school, just because it's not like requested, but a few of my friends have kind of been like, oh Vivian, your makeup looks really good this year. I'm like, oh, except for that one time I went to school with brick eyebrows and I'm so much regret. I don't know what happened. But I'm not going to be showing you how to do that today. I'm going to be showing you my kind of good vibes, I guess, makeup look. When I'm doing my makeup, the first thing I typically start with is my eyebrows, and right now I'm obsessed with this NYX brow pencil, a precision brow pencil, because it's like rectangular at the tip, which I just really like. I don't like the sharpening pencils. I usually get like, that's when my eyebrows get really blocky, is when they're like kind of like thick. But I use it right now in the shade Ash Brown. I've thought about making a separate video on just how I do my eyebrows in general, just because usually like I feel like they look decent. Like I think I've kind of figured it out. When I'm filling in my eyebrows, I basically trace the line under, then I do the line over and fill in from the tail to the front. Not like strokes that way, but like working my way forward, and make sure to make like little hairlines in the front. Kind of like a fast overview, but maybe I'll make a video on it sometime. Just let me know if you want to see that. Then I brush them all out to kind of make them a little bit more natural looking and less like blocky, just because I don't like having like the super like fake looking eyebrows, although sometimes they turn out like that. I just like, my brows are just a little bit too light, I think, for my hair color, so I have to fill them in, give them a little bit of oomph, you know? I don't know how well you can see on camera, but now they're just like filled in. Today's not, admittedly, not my best brow day, but my biggest struggle with my brows is they grow on different levels, if that makes sense. This brow grows a little bit higher up than this one, so I basically have to bring the bottom of this brow down to meet this brow and the top of this brow up to meet this one, which is why they turn out thicker than they actually are. But I don't know, I don't mind it, honestly. I mean, I think I look better with my brows filled in, but that's just me. To make sure my eyebrows are all set into place, I use the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. This just kind of makes them stay on all day, and it keeps the hairs where they need to be, because that honestly makes such a big difference. Honestly, there are days at school where I do just go to school like this, with just eyebrows and maybe some mascara, just so I look like a little bit more put together, but this is going to be like a full makeup routine and not just like, here, watch me do my eyebrows. The next product I go in with is the Bare Minerals Prime Time Primer, because I live in Florida. It's very hot and humid, and as soon as I go outside, my whole foundation, just everything comes off if I don't put on primer. This is not my favorite primer, but it's really like kind to my pores, which is honestly the goal. For my base, I use the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in shade 112, which isn't a perfect shade match, but it's pretty close, and it matches like my body, I guess, if that makes sense. And this is a full coverage foundation, so I don't actually use it as a full coverage foundation. I use it more as a concealer that I can kind of place where I want. So usually I'll just put like a half pump or so on the back of my hand, and I'll just kind of put it on my problem areas, which tends to be this redness in my eye bags, and then a little bit on my chin, and when I'm breaking out on my forehead, I'll usually put some on there too. Alright, so this is my face with the base on it. I'm looking a little ghosty right now, but we're gonna fix that in just a second. Because this foundation is so matte, I usually don't set it, which is literally the biggest no-no ever. So the next thing I do is actually contour. This is just the e.l.f. contour palette. I think it's like $6, and it's like pretty decent. Not my favorite thing, but I can't afford the Bronze Squad palette, so I go in with this big fluffy brush. I think it's a BH Cosmetics brush, and I start with the orangier of the two bronzer colors, and I take that on this kind of the side of my face, not just under my cheekbone, just this general cheek region, and then I blend that down the side of my neck a little bit so that it kind of seamlessly goes in, and take it behind my ear and over my ear, just so that there's no like obvious line where my makeup ends at the end of my face, because like no one wants that. After I do my cheeks, I take a little bit of bronzer up around the side of my face, kind of making that 3 shape into my forehead. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book, but I feel like there are still some people out there who don't know. I have a really big forehead. I've kind of figured out that putting some bronzer or contour around my hairline does make my forehead look a lot smaller So if you're a big foreheaded gal or guy like me, bronzer is your best friend. So you could leave it here, but I feel like since it's summer, I like to be a little bit bronzier, especially since I am so pale. Like, actually, I'm gonna use this finer tipped kind of like angled brush to go in with a little bit of the contour color in the palette. I'm doing this with a very light hand, and I'll probably go back in and blend it out just so it's not so harsh, but I just think it gives my face a nice shape. I also take a little bit of contour powder right under my nose. I already kind of have that button nose shape, but I just find putting a little bit of like shadow right there kind of helps my nose look smaller. I don't know. It's a weird insecurity of mine, and that is how I fix it. This is my face all contoured and bronze, nice and summery, but the big trend we all know right now is being super rosy and having blushy cheeks. And I really like this blush right here. It is the LA Colors Natural Blush, which is BC141 is the shade. It has like a little bit of shimmer, and I just think it's a nice kind of compromise where it's like just pink enough to be like pink, but it's also not like red, you know? I apply this on like the apples of my cheeks where I already have a little bit of redness, and kind of just take it out in either direction and a little bit over the nose so that I don't look like a clown with little circles. And I know the lot of blush look isn't a vibe for everyone, but I just think it's so cute. And I do have a lot of natural redness in my face, and like putting blush on it makes it look more intentional than it is. So I'm so down with that. The next step is one of my favorite steps, naturally, because, you know, I use the Anastasia Glow Kit in like the natural colors. I usually go back and forth between Summer and Moonstone, which are the gold and kind of pinky shades in the palette. For today, I'm going to do a little bit of Summer and then a little bit of Moonstone all over. So I do the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, the Cupid's bow, and the cheeks. And for today's purposes, I am going to also take a little bit just under the brow bone. Final step in my everyday makeup routine is to curl my lashes and put on mascara. I've gone back to using the Falsies mascara. It's definitely not my favorite mascara, but it's really good for the price point that it's at. If you're able to buy a more expensive mascara, I really suggest the Better Than Sex mascara. I just find that it's really like clump free and it's waterproof, so it's wins all around. But right now I just don't want to spend like $20 on a mascara, so I have the Maybelline Falsies. I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I was terrified of doing this for literally so long, and I don't know why. So if you are like one of those people like me who is just scared of curling your lashes, don't be. It's literally not scary. Just do it before you put on mascara and not after, because that's kind of when they stick and like rip out. We don't want that. I just realized I literally forgot to put on highlight on my inner corners. I always do that too, so my bad. I usually just use the tip of my finger and just like put it in there. It makes me just look alive, you know? I like not looking dead. So this is my finished everyday makeup routine. Yeah, if you like this, please let me know. I really miss making makeup videos, honestly. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. And then of course, subscribe if you feel like it so I can see you in the next video. Goodbye.